Alright. Welcome back. It's a little late over here when I'm starting recording this, but I just had to because I finished the soundboard for Bob Ross. And it's
That's all there is to it.
I think it's pretty good. Anyways, I wanted to start off this video by saying how much I appreciate you watching my channel, and just make sure, if you like the content, to like and subscribe so that I can continue to bring you more Shelley Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition runs. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. We have full spells. We have cleared the picnic, also known as the welcome party, in Solo Heart of Fury, the Solo Heart of Fury community, Experience of One community.
That's all there is to it.
And that means that we have the rest of the cave right now, the orc cave, open to
That's all there
us.
is to it.
And so that is all there is to it, Bob. We just need to clear the rest of the orc caves, sir.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
Alright.
And so we're going to head north here, and we're going to find a little junction. And at this junction, or before it I should say, we're going to find some more orcs. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to run around and just grab all these orcs, as many of them as I
That's
can.
all there is. That's all there is.
Of course, I am in danger, a little bit of danger here doing that,
That's all there is to it.
because it is very possible to become
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
cornered if I'm not careful here.
That's all there is to it.
Alright, so now
That's all there is to it.
there's also some more down this way, but I don't really feel like
Alright.
trying to grab them. I already feel like I kind of risk getting caught there.
That's all there is to it.
Plenty.
Alright.
That's all.
Alright.
Microphone was a
Alright.
little far from my body, I just realized. My voice. Water is
Anytime you
good.
make a mistake, that's
Oh,
all.
that's what I was afraid of.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
Wait, can I possibly... It's a little chaotic over here.
Alright.
Well, that was obnoxious.
That's
But
all
that
there is
happens
to it.
sometimes. What do we get hit on? An 18? Yeah, very low chance of that happening. And we failed our concentration check, or however it works. We don't actually have proper skill checks in AD&D 2nd edition. That comes in 3rd edition. So that means we have to go buy a peasant room,
That's all
sleep
there
in
is
a
to
bed, come back out here, and
Alright.
the orcs should reset
That's all there is
and
to
give
it.
us enough space to get an animate that off. Now, since we didn't pull all of the orcs, unfortunately we're going to have to do this again. But because we'll have cleared out Wolf Valley, we'll be able to, yeah, so we just get an animate that off here. We'll be able to rest here, but we won't have to go back to East Haven. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I don't want that happening.
That's all there is to it.
Probably was a little bit of an overreaction on my part, but that's okay, it happens. Just hit these fools with old person, brother. We missed everyone there, didn't we?
All
That's okay, that's the price you pay to high roll sometimes.
Just sort of bounce around and play. Let it have fun. Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen? Aren't they the most precious little?
Alright.
That's all.
Alright.
This is where the fun starts. That's all there is to it.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
You're making me a little nervous here, Mr. Orc. Yeah, that's right, you're
Beat the
dead.
devil out of him.
That's my favorite line in the soundboard. Just beat the devil out of him. Bob Ross, the soundboard I found, he's actually got some really good lines for this. Just beat the devil out of him. No Caparino. So now we're just gonna exhaust our spells here. There's really no reason not to. Since we're just gonna rest. Slap that guy with a Sun Scorch. Hit this guy with a Call Lightning. And then we'll get a little bit dumb, just for the shits and gigs. And our lightning will take care of it.
That's all there is to it.
Now let's go back in there and
to it. That's all there is
do
to
it again.
Alright.
One idea is you can
That's
absolutely
all there is to it.
animate dead and then walk into the cave. That is one strategy. It eliminates the risk of getting your spell casting interrupted, but it also introduces the risk that the undead army you summon as a cleric ranger
Alright.
That's all there
unsummons.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
In any case, all you're risking is
Alright.
having to go back to East Haven
That's all
and
there is
rest
to
it.
it.
Rest
Alright.
the Sunder's in. Alright.
That's all there is to
So
it.
that's
Alright.
every party in this cave
all
that
there
we
is to
can
it.
pull
That's
safely.
all there is to it.
There is
That's all
one
there is
more
to it.
party.
That's all there.
Alright. Alright.
I want to turn down the frequency of those sounds. Yeah, how about we just... Yeah, we'll just make it seldom. I don't know. We should keep him on. Bob deserves to be heard.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Alright, Bob, squeeze that enemy dead off before the orcs get here. Anytime now, Bob. Anytime now, dude. That is a terrible
That's all
enemy
there is to
dead.
it.
That is a dog shit. I needed more than that. Alright, we got us one. Actually, we don't need dumb to take care of those guys.
Play. Let it have fun.
This is where the fun starts.
We'll wait till after we take out this old guy and then that guy as well. Alright, I need you to start crushing this orc man before... It is two skeletons. It could be worse. It could be one zombie or two zombies or one skeleton, but it could be much worse than that roll. That is the risk of animate dead. That's the risk of any of these summoning spells. You can almost argue that animal summoning 1 is worse in that regard because of just how much weaker the wolves are
Let it have fun.
in comparison to the black bears. I've had times where I'm a fighter druid or a druid playing through this, fighting the ogre party, and the difference between summoning 5 black bears or 4 black bears initially versus summoning 2 black bears and a
This is
wolf.
where the fun starts.
Wait, before we... this is a little bit of a mistake, but that's okay, it's not a big deal. The difference is just immense. It's a difference between having, a 3-day long battle where you've got to go back to Snowdrift and rest 3 times versus having a battle that takes, less than an hour.
Just sort of bounce around.
Because check out what's happening here. We don't even have summoned woodland beings for this,
This is where the fun starts.
And just beat the devil out of him. And just beat the devil out of him.
What is going on in your mind, Bob Ross? That's a little disturbing. Just beat the devil out of him. Oh my
That's all
gosh.
there is to it.
Alright, we leveled up, and it's a cleric level, so we have level 4 now. Cleric spells level 4, and I believe that means we have druid spells level 4. So we're gonna grab. Actually, honestly, and you know, there's other runners of this game. Not Ironman. Ironman is a different beast entirely, but there's other runners of Shelly, minus the I at the end, that swear by giant insect. And honestly, they're correct. Giant insect is superior to animal summoning one in just every regard. It's much more consistent. The beetles are also a lot more powerful than wolves, which is kind of what you're worried about, is how crappy, just getting a bunch of crappy ass wolves. And so, you know, with that, we're really in a good spot here. We're really in a good spot for the orc party. But before we go fight the ogre party, correction, not the orc party, the ogre party. The ogre party is terrifying, and the ogre party actually scares me. I am not kidding when I say, I'm not exaggerating, when I say that I feel legitimate fear, real fear.
That's all there is to it.
When I fight the ogre party. Okay, so there's a couple of things you can get. There's 4 items you can potentially get in that treasure chest. In this treasure chest right here. That one right there. Pointing to it. You can get a mage dagger that why do we have a battle axe? That's not one of the better ones. The best one is a belt that blesses you. Girdle of Beatification is what it's called. It's just a perma bless. That's easily the best one. The worst one is probably the Boots of the Fox, although you can just sell that. Here we go. I mean, just check this out. Just check this out. It's crazy, and there's one more ogre, and I believe there's also one more orc, I believe, off screen here. So we're getting the hell out of Dodge. We're just getting the hell out of Dodge. And we're going to go have an epic battle outside with beetles.
That's all there is to it.
So the way to do this is you start off with summon beetles, i.e. giant insect.
That's all there is.
Then you do call woodland beings, because that nymph is overpowered. That nymph is so freaking strong.
That's all there is to it.
It is somewhere between a 16 to 19th level caster. So it's called lightning. Legitimately can deal 100 damage. I've seen it in the high 90s before.
That's all there is to it.
We got a Vominos here, brother. Alright. Get it off, 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 got it off. Very nice. Alright, that's enough of a stopgap. We can get a nymph out. These are bombardier beetles. Yeah, very nice. Get this one off, please. Just get this one off, please.
All there is to it.
Alright, excellent. Very, very good. We're gonna throw up a whole monster on that ogre. 4 ogres. This fight is real serious. I know that the music doesn't or lack thereof perhaps doesn't communicate it as well as one might know from Baldur's Gate 2. Alright, so we're gonna mentally dominate you because you're not help. Again. Nope, he's saved. Alright, next thing we gotta do here is we gotta just dumpster some lightning down on these fools. Alright, hit everyone with a bless. Please tell me the nymphs didn't get it. Nice. Alright, before I start casting Call Lightning Hold Persons, I want to take care of this orc just so that I got some space here, because we can have the nymphs start pumping Call Lightnings into the masses. Even when you turn cosmetic attacks off, I swear he still swings. Your character still swings with cosmetic attacks. So what we want to do is we just want to get Call Lighting out on these ogres. I didn't want you to do that. I wanted you to bark skin me. Actually, that's what I wanted. But we'll adjust. We'll adjust. And this is just how it goes, chat. This is just how it goes. Let's go get a bark skin on me. The orc we held didn't even survive the whole thing. Can you cast confusion? Let's hit these guys with the confusion. Yep, this is what consistency in this fight gets you. Oh, he's held.
And just beat the devil out of him.
Jesus, Bob
This
Ross
is
is
where the fun
freaking
starts.
in. Hey, check it out. 86 damage, 86 electricity damage. So strong.
Yes, that's a brush. Just
We got an ogre on us. That's a little scary. It would be scary if we didn't have all
This
this
is where
call
the fun
lightning.
starts.
Call lightning makes things go smoothly. Alright, and so we grab a bunch of wolf pelts from these guys. I think each ogre has a wolf pelt. They also have morning stars. And then
Alright.
we go inside. Another thing we actually grabbed from them was a caravan contract, and that's a quest item.
Alright.
We can go to the fishmonger. I actually didn't know this until recently. We can go to the fishmonger in East Haven. He's been waiting for this caravan. And if you go to him, you can get the quest, but he'll be like, you can even go to him after seeing the caravan, and he'll tell you, say, oh yeah, I mean, you need to show me proof, right? Like, I need proof that that's the caravan I'm expecting. And this caravan contract is proof. And he'll give you a 2400 experience, I believe.
That's all there is.
On double quest XP. I am playing on double quest XP because this run would become, in my opinion, so much more difficult, so much more arduous. There are members of the community who have opened my eyes to the possibility of, for instance, a fighter mage thief run being reliable and practical, but it requires a lot of micro skill that I don't have to clear Orc Cave and Kuldahar Pass. So for Orc Cave, what you have to do is you just have to run in through here, and there's a way of clearing out these guys with kiting. Very precise, requires a lot of precision and skill to pull it off, and time. So, you know, I look at that as a risk, right? Time.
That's all there is to it.
Time is a risk in these runs.
That's all there is to it.
The less time the run takes, the more consistent it's going to be. You can see from the Undead Hunter episodes, that was 6 hours. They got us just, it took us 6 hours to get to Heart of Winter.
That's all there is to
Right?
it.
Ranger Cleric, or
That's all
Cleric
there is to it.
Ranger, Fighter Druid, Fighter Mage Cleric,
Alright.
Druid, won't take anywhere near as much. In
Alright.
fact, the Ranger Cleric and the Druid are probably two
All
of the
there is to it.
fastest because of just how much they destroy the Ogre party.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
The Fighter Mage Cleric has to, unless you get really lucky with skeletons, or even then, even with getting lucky with skeletons, you still are going to get trounced by the ogres. So
That's all
Fighter
there is
Mage
to it.
Cleric has to snowdrift several times to deal with the ogre party, which makes it slow, much slower than the Druid and the Ranger, the Cleric
That's all
Ranger.
there is to it. That's all there is to it.
Or the Fighter Druid, for that matter.
That's all
What am
there
I
is to it.
doing here?
That's all there is to it.
Here's the Fishmonger.
That's
Alright.
that's all there
Here's
is to it.
Gaspar, and he's Damien's father. We found this contract. Party's lost an item, party's gained experience.
That's all there is to it.
And level up off of it. Ranger level. We can silently hide in shadows if we had thieving gear on.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Fortunately,
That's
no.
all there is to it.
So, you know, that's the prologue,
Right.
and all we really have left to do here is sell these winter wolf pelts.
That's all there is
Of
to
course,
it.
complete the main story quest, which involves
Well met, friend.
going to where we can sell the
In fact, I am all
winter wolf pelts.
He's been up north once. In any case, we still have prep. While you're there, you might have
That's
it
all there is
yourself.
to it.
That's right.
Alright.
Think you may need. Return here
If
when
you
you're
clear
back
out the
and
Orc
ready.
Cave, that's when you get the extra experience.
Alright. Alright.
Right?
That's all
So
there
you get the
is to it.
experience for clearing out the Orc Cave and the experience
Alright.
for, you know, returning the quest. And you can see we're going to have about 157,000 experience after we turn in this last quest of Bonab.
That's all there is to it.
And that is, if we don't do any of that, all right. Instead, we're going to be coming out of the. If we don't clear the Orc Cave, if we don't clear, we have gems. Yeah, we got some gems. If we don't clear Kuldahar Pass, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. If we don't clear Orc Cave, yeah, I mean, either of these things they get sold. Instead, we get into Kuldahar Pass with about 46,000 experience. So it's really a big difference. I don't need this bottle of wine.
Alright.
Whatever, Pomab.
That's all there is to
That's
it.
crazy that I did click on both of those things.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
Alright. Alright. Alright.
That's all there is to it.
There you are. All is set. The others are assembling as we speak. Are you ready to leave us?
Now we see a cutscene. I don't care about the cutscene. Frost giants that have been hired by the final boss of the game dump an avalanche on us, and we survive, and everyone else dies. Right. So this part of the game is a little bit, I wouldn't say scary necessarily, not for a really powerful warrior like the Cleric, really powerful class like the Cleric Ranger, but it absolutely is not trivial. Our resources are pretty limited at this point, and we're fighting with our back against the wall, so we really can't afford. Yeah, we really cannot afford to lose here, right? We could be stuck in a really bad situation and have to just run for Kuldahar. Oops, what am I doing?
That's all there is to it.
Yeah. But unfortunately, we got plenty of tools, and our immediate goal here is to, of course, clear the pass. But in pursuit of that, get to the broken tower where Garrig, the ogre, is. The tower provides us a safe resting spot, and since we are a ranger, we can actually get some quest experience from Garrig instead of having to fight him, which is a little bit more experience, 680 to be exact. But it also means we have to fight an ogre in close quarters.
This is where the fun starts.
Not exactly something that you'd want to do, really. Notice how beetles, remember, beetles last for 8 hours. These guys last for a long time. They're not like undead that disappear in an hour, or nymphs that only last for 3 turns, which is 30 rounds.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen? Anytime you make a mistake, before you get upset with it, look at it. Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
Yeah, it's just as simple. Maybe we could be
This is where the
on
fun
this
starts.
goblin, maybe that'd be a better place for us.
And just beat the devil out of him.
Yeah, maybe we're just getting up on this goblin. Oh, no. We've got about 2 more big fights to deal with before we get to
And
the
just
tower and
beat
rest.
the devil out of him. This is where the fun starts. Anytime you make a mistake, before you get upset with it, look at it. And just beat the devil out of him.
Just let the brush just sort of bounce.
Oh, Lord.
Let it have fun.
Just waiting for goblins to die.
And just beat the devil out of him.
Mr. Goblin. You don't have that much life
That's all
in
there
you.
is to it.
Alright.
So what we want to do here
Alright.
That's all there is
is
to
we
it.
just want to really pull as many of these goblins as we
That's all
can.
there is to it.
Alright. Alright.
I got my beetles with me, right? Yeah, beetles need
That's all
to,
there is to it.
we need to stick together, friends. Oh, okay, well,
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
beetles have an idea.
That's all there is
Have
to
an
it.
idea about what
Alright.
that constitutes.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
That's fine.
That's all there is to
That's
it.
fine, beetles. You can go that way as long as we
Alright.
pull everyone between us
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. That's all there
and
is to
the
it. That's all there is to it.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
broken
Alright.
tower. Right. This is the right time for an animate dead spell. Beetles need some backup. Okay, not gonna get a nymph off, but that's fine. Someone will probably die here.
Alright.
Either that or this is good enough
Just let the
to
brush
clear
just
our
sort
way
of
to the
bounce
broken
around
tower.
and play. Just let it have fun.
And just beat the devil out of him. And just beat the devil out of him.
Nice crit, Bob.
Anytime you make a mistake before you get up and just beat the devil out of him.
How many devils is this guy? Oh, he's attacking.
And just beat the devil out of him.
That's like 5 crits and like 8 swings. Crazy luck. Alright.
That's all there is.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
That's
go
all there is
pull
to
some
it.
more enemies.
Alright.
There's a big
That's all
group
there is
over
to it.
here.
That's all there is to it.
It's
That's all there
several
is to it. That's all there is to it.
marshals, and here's a
Alright.
healing potion.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, see how
Alright.
fast marshals are? They're kind of scary.
Alright.
Actually, they're not any
Alright.
faster
That's all there is to
than
it.
goblins, so
Alright.
That's all there is to
I'm
it.
spreading tails, chat.
That's all
I'm
there
spreading
that's all there is to it.
tails.
Alright.
Okay, you zombie, you go.
And just beat the
Let
devil out of him.
battle be joined. I don't like being hemmed in like this, fellas.
Alright.
I definitely don't like being shot at. Thank you very much.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Marshall. You just walk on by me. Don't mind me. I think we'll be able to get a nymph out here pretty soon. You can get a nymph out. We don't have any whole persons to these fools. Yeah, don't attack me, goblin. This is, let's not mince words here. This is a lot of dudes, man. We need this beetle to die. Did you get blinded? He did. Alright, we'll go in.
This is where the fun starts.
Take some shots. Try to beat the devil out of some fools. I can't believe that beetle's not doing anything. I can't believe this one's still alive. It's kind of crazy.
Aren't they the most precious?
Who hit me? What? What's going on? Who's attacking me? Who's
This is
attacking
where
me?
the fun starts.
If you want to, oh, I don't have any. I don't have any, whole persons. I don't have any thumbs left.
This is where the fun starts. And just beat the devil out of him.
Just let the brush just sort of bounce around and play.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
Come on, Bob. I just need one big hit. Just beat the devil out of this guy. I know you can do it. Just beat the devil out of him.
Aren't they the most precious little characters
Oh,
you've ever seen?
come on, man. You telling me this goblin is getting the best of
The
you?
most precious little characters you've ever seen.
And you just keep critical missing.
Aren't they the most precious little characters just have?
Hit him, Bob. Are you serious right now? Are you freaking kidding me, Bob? This is pathetic, dude. This is really pathetic.
Just sort of bounce around and play.
Wow. How bad a 12 is a miss? It's not great, but I don't. This is bad, man. Here we go. Now we're getting nymph out. Right? Yeah. That's right. So, Miss Nymph, you just hold some fools.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
You'll get held. Nope, you got held. What's she doing?
Alright.
That's all there is to it. This is where the fun starts.
I'll just let her cast her shit. What was that? What'd she cast? Mental domination? Yeah. Okay.
That's all there is to it. And just beat the devil out of him.
Ooh.
Alright.
That's all there is.
Alright.
That's
All
not
there is to
good.
it.
Alright.
And just beat the devil out of him.
How much a nymph changes the battle. Nymphs are great. Outside, that is. They're kind of lackluster inside.
Alright.
And bark
The
skin,
brush just sort of bounce around.
2 armor class.
Let it have
Pretty
fun.
good. Pretty good, chat. Alright, we're actually going to leave these people here to do their stuff, and we're going to go up and we're going to heal ourselves. What we want to do is we want to get here. That's the broken tower.
Alright.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
And we need to avoid going near the
That's all there is
mill
to it.
because there's some
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
Alright.
big old party of goblins.
Alright.
That's
Our
all there is to it.
welcome party
That's all there is to
to
it.
the mill.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
We just got these goblins down here.
Alright.
That's all there is to it. And just beat the devil out of him.
You know, we're honestly going to have her try and squeeze the call lightning off. There's really no reason not to. My HP's pretty good. 88 electricity
Anytime you
damage.
make a mistake, before you get upset with it, look at it. That's all there is to it.
Alright. Alright. Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Here's Garrick. We're going to heal the full. I'm pretty confident dealing with Garrick.
We'll smash your face.
We start out with 1. And then, here we go, 5. No leave. Head hurt. Head hurt. Okay, so you can actually now go talk to Arundel. He's the Archduke of Kuldahar. And
That's all there is to
tell him
it.
about Garrick.
That's all there is to it.
Back here.
Alright.
That's all
Tell
there is to
Garrick
it.
about the remedy that Arundel tells you about. So, what we're going to do here is we're going to... I actually screwed this up. I'm going to have to...
That's all there is
go
to
back
it.
in the tower and
That's
rest
all
again.
there is to it.
Oh well. So, what we have to do here is we have to go fight a ton of goblins, but unfortunately, we don't really have the space to get off our summoning spells because there's a ton of archers.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
And so what we're going to do here is We're gonna hit a sanctuary. That'll give us the ability to cast our summoning spells. Except I think Call Woodland Beings counts as offensive action, which is kind of strange. What counts as offensive action in this game is a little bit odd sometimes. Yep, there it is. It counts as offensive action. Why? Why would it count as offensive action? Alright, the most important thing right now is throwing down hold persons.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
Okay, we got it off. You need to try and get a mental domination off. I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do. Sunscorch this guy? Maybe just drop on him.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
To work? Nope. How about this one? How about just start...
This is aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever
Dude,
seen?
stop attacking me, please.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen? And
Here
just
we go.
beat the devil out of them. Anytime you make a mistake, before you get upset with it, look at it.
Nice, nice, nice. You got any left of that? Maybe help them big beetles out a little bit? Excellent.
This
Alright.
is where the fun starts.
These battles... Oh, you're not dead.
Just let the brush just sort of bounce around.
Alright, this battle's gonna be a
Let it
spawn.
have fun.
Just give me a bark skin. Do whatever you want to do.
That's all there is.
Alright.
This is where the fun starts.
Oh, I didn't expect you guys
That's all there is.
to suddenly activate like that. This is a problem. I'm cornered. Whatever. Let's just see if we can get this off. Actually, let's try and hold them.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, I really actually want to get into this back line.
Just sort of bounce around and play. Let it have fun. That's all there is to it.
This is where the fun starts.
Can you cast Confusion, please?
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever
That's
seen?
not what I want to hear. Don't be doing that to the hell guy. Thank you. Another level up, that's
Just let the
good.
brush just sort of bounce around and play. Let it
We're gonna
have
better
fun.
get anime dead off, but with bark skin, our armor class is in a pretty good spot. Yeah, it doesn't have anything else to do here, but
Alright.
that's okay. We're
And
really,
just
really, really
beat the devil
useful.
out of them.
I guess she can cast Cure Light Wounds, Master Light Wounds. That's useful. Okay.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, there's archers everywhere here. We'll get this off, maybe we won't.
Anytime you make a mistake, before you get upset with it,
Is that really an arrow
look
that
at
hit
it.
me? No, it was slashing damage.
Alright.
Just let the brush just sort of bounce around.
aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
That's really, really precious.
Alright.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
What can I do here? Another whole person? Did we get all three?
That's all there
Hey,
is to it.
jackpot.
Just let the brush just sort of bounce around and play. Let it have fun.
Whole person is OP in the early game. It falls off
This is where the fun starts.
as enemy saving throws increase and as you start fighting people, you know. Trolls aren't people, Yanti aren't people, undead are not people. But in the early game, whole
This is where the
person
fun starts.
clears.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen? Aren't they the most precious little...
That's all there is.
Alright.
Just let the brush just sort of bounce around and play. Let it have fun.
And just
Get that
beat
blind
the
off?
devil
I don't
out
think
of
we
them.
did. No, we didn't.
And just beat
That's
the devil
okay.
out of them. Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
Nope.
Just let the
Still
brush
This
didn't
is
get
where the
one,
fun
still didn't
starts.
get it off. We summoned the nymph after the beetles, and the nymph is gone. Of course, that's to be expected given the durations, but just an observation.
And just beat the devil out of him.
Alright, hopefully we can get this guy off. We don't have bark skin anymore. It kind of sucks, but it's whatever. You just throw up and recall lightning.
Anytime you make a mistake, before you get upset with it, look at it.
Did you get it off? I hate that. I knew there was a risk of that happening, but God, that is so annoying. That is a huge amount of damage that we just lost.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
It's the most annoying piercing damage. 1d4 times 2.
Just like the brush.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
Can you just take him down, please? I'm pretty sure that's every goblin in here. There's a clearing in the back, cave in the back of this clearing. It's got some treasure in it and some beetles. Not the nice kind of beetle, not the kind we found in Grisella's cellar. And also not even these beetles, right? These are bombardier beetles, but boring beetles are kind of the pure melee beetle. They're much tougher. They're closer. They're not rhinoceros beetles, but they're larger than boring beetles. The rhinoceros beetle is such a weird enemy in this game. It shows up in like 2 places, I think.
Just like the brush. Just sort of bounce around and play.
It shows up randomly in Trials of the Lure Master.
Alright.
And then there's also... Let me make sure everyone here is dead.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
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 Looks like they are.
Alright.
And then I believe it also shows up in Dorn's Deep somewhere.
That's all there is to it.
Now the problem as a Cleric Ranger is we really don't want to go to Trials of the Lure Master because we don't have any way of dealing with petrification or the huge mage fights that we'll can't find ourselves in. So we really just kind of want to stick to the lowest power level game that we possibly can. I think here what I'm going to get, I mean, summon insects is pretty good. If it hits, there's a better spell later on. So I'm thinking here that what we're going to go with is we're going to grab a recitation. That's pretty good. This is Thorn Spray. Thorn Spray is not good. Thorn Spray is garbage. There's a lot of garbage spells that the Druid has at this level. Smashing Wave, that's another not great spell. It does have a stun chance and an unconscious chance, but it's only for 2 rounds. And you save versus breath just completely neuters the attack. Produce Fire is actually a pretty decent spell. In fact, I would say that it's a really good way of dealing with trolls, for example. But it's not a great spell, okay? 1d4 plus 1 point per level of the caster. That's like the bare minimum for a spell to be considered to have scaling, right? Oh, and then here's Wall of Moonlight. Who cares? Who cares? It only happens once. That's the problem, is that it only happens once. If it could happen once per round, then we're talking, but that might be too strong. So, I'm thinking we got a recitation. There's also a prayer here. That's honestly a really strong combo. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Yeah, let's just do that.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
Alright, let's go clear those beetles. Let's go clear those beetles. These beetles are scary. They're normally pretty docile. If you attack one directly, it will attack back. It will become aggressive, and it is fast, and it hits hard. Alright, I'm pretty sure they do 1d12 piercing damage normally, with probably some kind of strength bonus. That's my guess. Ooh. what we want to do is summon our own beetles, because they just want to munch on goblins. They're not going to bother us as long as we don't bother them. And so we're going to have our undead and beetles bother them instead. And with all the buffs we got here, make quick work of them. One skeleton. That sucks. Prayer is a strong spell. Recitation is even stronger. So we just had a 15% chance to hit increase on all of our guys, and a 15% chance to hit decrease on all of the enemies, as well as plus 2 damage to all of our guys. And here we're going to give our guys another +1/+1.
This is where the fun starts. Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
I might have made a mistake here.
Anytime you make a mistake, before you get upset with it,
Yeah,
look at
that's
it.
right, Bob.
Aren't they the
Bob
most
knows.
precious little
See,
characters
16
you've ever
piercing
seen?
damage, just an ugly amount of piercing damage to be taking.
Anytime you make a mistake, before you get upset with it, look at it.
Bob hit misses on a 12. That's pathetic.
Aren't they the most
Utterly
precious little
pathetic,
characters
man.
you've ever seen?
Blinded.
That's
I'll
all
go
there
in
is to
melee
it.
against some blinded
And
people.
just beat the devil out of them.
This is one weakness of the druid. None of these spells. I know that this is a
Anytime
cleric
you make a
spell.
mistake,
Just have to splash the cameraman one time so
30
he doesn't.
piercing damage.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
That's all
no.
there is to it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Alright. Alright.
Absolutely
That's all there is to it.
not. Yeah, don't attack me, beetle. Just munch. Well, now we just buckle down and wait. I saw a 19 miss. That's painful. You guys need to get some stuff done here. Oh my gosh. Would a nymph help? Not really. Oh lord. This is gonna take forever. Oh, not if the beetles keep doing that. Nice. I can't help you though with this one. Just gotta buckle down and wait. Wait for our summons. Isn't this ruining gameplay? So I'm seeing Bombardier Beetles missing on 17s. I'm seeing them miss on 18s. Hitting on 20s. I could have sworn I saw an 18 that was a hit, but I guess I was just imagining things. Must have been a 19 that I actually saw. Hey, as long as we keep critting, we get a lot of attacks per round. Oh, the boring beetle hits on the 18. That makes sense. Alright fellas, one more. Someone set up and crit this beetle. I want that experience. For more than 4 slashing damage, skeleton archer. That's good.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to
Triumphantly
it.
emerge. And we have one more area, one more major battle in this area, and then
That's
there's a
all there is
ruined
to it.
mill.
Alright.
And the ruined mill has a orc elite on the top floor known as Oligar, and he will drop a magical item. Not a particularly great one. I think the best one you can get is the small shield +1 stout word,
Alright.
which isn't even that
That's
good,
all there is to it.
honestly.
Alright.
I've been getting the
That's
Mary
all there is to it.
Shorthorn in my
That's all
runs.
there is to it.
Alright. Let's just get some beetles down. We can take the punishment. Yep. There's probably across this little ravine close unto a dozen or so goblins, maybe more. A lot of goblins.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Hit with the whole person.
Alright.
And there's more coming from this direction.
All there is to it.
Alright, I need to focus up
All
here.
there is to it.
I want to back up. Why are you going for me, man?
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
Can you fight my men, please? I really don't want to deal with you interrupting recitation or prayer. That's super obnoxious that you're here. It's really obnoxious.
That's all there is to it.
Alright. Alright.
That's all there is to it.
I need you to attack something else. Stupid ass goblin.
That's all there is to it.
Jesus Christ, get the hell off of my ass. This is gonna be a big swing. Where's the nymph? What's she doing in there? Let's throw down on a marshal here. Don't you dare, Goblin Archer, you piece
That's all there is to it.
of garbage.
Alright.
That's all that.
I don't like that my nymph is taking so much damage.
Let it happen.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
I don't like that I'm taking so much damage here.
That's all there is to it.
You need to
That's all
stop
there is to it.
attacking me, goblins. It's really, really rude of you to be attacking me like this.
This is where the fun starts. And just beat the devil out of him.
We're just gonna go ahead and try and squeeze off a call lightning here.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
Nice, 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 nice.
Anytime you make a
Shadow.
mistake before. Yes, let the brush just sort of bounce.
Alright, well, recitation's worn off, so
Have fun.
we need to.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
What's irritating me about this is how whole person is being wasted. Goblins are about to start moving again.
And just beat the devil out of him.
Anytime you make a mistake before you get upset with it.
Oh,
Alright.
I got interrupted. That's
This is where the
fantastic.
fun starts.
What an
And
obnoxious,
just beat the devil out of him. Aren't they the most
obnoxious
precious
creature
little
the
characters
goblin
you've ever seen?
is. That was not obnoxious. That was a huge amount of damage. That was a huge amount of damage.
And just beat the devil out of him. This is where the fun starts.
93. Oh yeah. Where are we? We can't even get to these goblins.
That's all there is to it.
This is where the
Yeah,
fun
this
starts.
one. Was it? No, that was 38. Well, that's that. Where's that money? I need that money. I need that money.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, it's a big difference being able to clear Orc Cave and Kuldahar Pass without not just the experience, but in terms of the gold. You will be reaching Kuldahar after running through all these dudes. You will be reaching Kuldahar with like hundreds of
That's
gold
all there is to it.
Alright.
if you don't have
Alright.
If you don't have the ability to clear these
all there is to
areas,
it.
whereas 3,000 gold, that's, you can work with that. You can make some purchases with that.
Alright.
Alright, this guy's got nothing to say to
All
us.
there is to it.
So this is a dangerous room to be in because you start very easily cornered. I have died in here before. So what we need to do here is we need to get him to be pacific. We don't want him to attack us. So we ask him if he's serious. He asks us if we're mocking him. And then actually, this is interesting. We click 4, and he respects us for being ferocious. But we can't cross him again, so we're going to cross him again. But we're going to get our summons up, and we're going to get close to the door first.
That's all there is to it.
And we're going to start off by casting a whole person on these orcs. Oh, I guess it didn't work. Oh well, that's embarrassing. I don't really care. So we're going to start off by microwing this beetle here, this beetle there, and attacking. Yeah. And now we have a really, really good position.
Just let
Yep,
the brush
get in there.
sort of bounce around and play. Just let it have fun.
And just beat the devil out of him.
Ooh, we've almost hit another ranger level. Another Thaco boost. Nice. Probably coming after we chunk this guy. Yep. Level up, grab that Thaco reduction, grab those additional hit points. 9 Thaco's pretty good.
This is where the fun starts.
Now, we have 2 more areas besides this one to clear in here. There's a downstairs area, and then interestingly enough, if you go look outside the ruined mill, there's kind of like a silo. There's goblins in the silo. And so, there's nothing in the silo besides goblins, right? There's a magic item in this room, and then downstairs there's a boy in a closet that we can free and it'll give us a cool 4,800 experience. We don't have mace proficiency, did we? Yes, we do. Excellent. So the reason we picked that mace proficiency is, so there's 2 reasons. One is my experience has been there's a ton of, he rolls a 19 miss on the beetles. Those are some strong beetles.
And just beat the devil out of him.
So my experience, 2 reasons. One is, ooh, we got Stoutward.
That's all there is
One
to
reason,
it.
here's the hard part about these goblins.
That's all there is to it. That's
Is,
Alright.
yeah,
all
they,
there is to it.
you have to get up here pretty quickly or they'll start spawning in. And, no, I wanted you to be where you were because that was perfect.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
At least you got
This
it
is where the
off.
fun starts.
In my experience regarding maces, the Veil of Shadows, skeletons drop a lot more high quality maces than
Aren't they the
anything
most precious
else.
little characters you've ever seen?
And so we'll just get a tiny little boost to our power level that way. Another reason, more
Anytime you make a
important
mistake
reason,
before you get upset with and just
is
beat
the
devil.
item
Aren't they the most
Love
precious
of Black
little characters
Vest,
you've ever
which we
seen?
can buy from Conlon. It's about one of the only things that's worth buying from Conlon.
Just let the brush
It's a +3 mace with a 10% chance
Just let it have fun.
to give the target 4 points of bad luck. That's really, really strong debuff if you get it off.
And just beat the devil out of him.
And it only costs about 6,600 gold, so
This is where the fun
just a
starts.
really strong debuff. We really strong weapon.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
and just beat the devil.
Yeah, we
and
got
just
beat
beat the devil out
upstairs,
of him.
but let's just beat the devil out of this guy. 14 hit, that's good. That is a 35% chance to hit.
Aren't they the most precious little characters you've ever seen?
Nice. Alright, so he got blown. He got chunked. Oh, what are you doing down here? I don't have a stiff spell for you. So we'll just got beetles for you, though. But we gotta move fast.
All there is to it.
Because those goblins move fast as well. And
Yeah,
you can get corner line in there. Fortunately, you can just run down the stairs, but it's still slow. Alright, I think we're going to rescue Jermsy. But I want to clear the silo out too.
Aren't they the most precious little characters?
And if we're going to clear the silo, we might as well get to Kuldahar. We'll get to Kuldahar, unless this guy kills us.
And just beat the devil out of him.
Alright, let's heal. Are we able to rest? Nice.
That's all there is
Very
to it.
nice. That's nice. I don't want to go back to the broken tower.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
You're doing in the closet. I think this is the ranger response. And we get another cool 4,800 experience.
Alright.
That's all there is
Very,
to
very
it.
useful. Every bit helps. Although we are very close to hitting. Not very close, but you know. We're getting there. Stalwart +1, armor class +2. What's really good about this is that it doesn't require a lot of strength, so you know, if you got a weak cleric in the party, they can use this. That's money, that's money, it's all money. Alright, it's all money, chat.
Alright.
Alright,
That's all there is to it.
we're not gonna go up there quite yet. We're gonna heal back to full because we're a peach. We are a peach. We're gonna cast Sanctuary first.
That's all there is to it.
This is a dangerous room. This room is no joke. You can easily get cut off. All it takes is this goblin coming up here and this goblin coming down there, and you can't escape. And look at how cramped it is. You will easily die in here. Easily die. Now, it's understandable that things like prayer and recitation are offensive actions
Alright.
just because they affect the enemies, but why call woodland beings is simply beyond my ken. And we're just gonna throw the kitchen sink at these fools and just get this fight over with really fast. That's all this up here. I just think it's cool. There's a attic full of goblins.
This is where the fun starts.
Yeah, I love it when it's on fire. Isn't that a beautiful picture? That's a beautiful image to me. Beautiful graphic, I should say.
Alright.
Alright. Let's rest and get our spells back.
That's all there is to it.
And we are in Kuldahar. Look at how easy this was.
Alright.
That's all
What did
there
it
is to
take us? Half an hour, less than that to do this?
Alright.
I don't feel like killing
That's all
him.
there is to it.
Yep, 330k experience is about what you can expect.
That's all there is to it.
Full clear pass.
Alright.
Very close to being able to go to hard winter.
Fighting their way.
Alright, that's chapter 1, chat.
Alright.
You know, so I said I was going to cut the video off, finish the video when we got here, but I kind of felt like going around Kuldahar.
Alright.
So yeah, we know this is Girth's equipment shop, and Girth, he sells a few useful things. He sells mummy's tea, and he sells, if you're a bard, he sells hope, is what he sells, right? But how are you get 10k gold as a bard? I actually don't want to sell Stoutward. He buys gems from you. That's the most important thing that this guy does, is buying your gems. But he kind of lowballs you on everything else. We don't really want to sell anything besides our gems to him. No one else will buy gems, and by gems I also
That's all there
mean
is to it.
necklaces
That's
and
all there is
rings.
to it.
No one else in Kuldahar is going to buy your
That's all there is to it.
gems and rings.
Alright.
there is to it.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
This guy will buy our scrolls. This guy also, in chapter 2, he'll sell a shimmering sash. Extremely good item. Probably best in slot belt. Maybe the,
That's all there is to it.
for classes that can't cast divine spells or heal themselves in any way. The gurgle of ogre blood might be
That's all there is to it. That's all there
Alright.
That's all That's all
another option
That's all there is to it.
for you.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
And here, let's go talk to Arendelle and advance in the story quest.
That's all there is to
But
it.
shimmering sash is a permanent blur. Oh, who are you, old man? You're the Unshrewd. Well, I'm a ranger cleric.
Oh yes, they're up 11 now. These all
Yeah, so this is all story stuff. We can ask him about it. It's all bullshit. I mean, these things are real, but he's just giving us the runaround. We just want to go right to what we do about this.
both the Great Oak and the town nestled within its roof. I suggest they're up if they go to the Vale of Shadows.
He's telling us to go to the Vale of Shadows.
Please, you must make it interesting. It is impossible to determine exactly what it. Tell him to gather a handful of frost berries.
Alright.
Now, honestly, we're going to go do that just for the experience.
Squeeze the juices from the
Alright.
berries into
That's
a
all
pot
there is
of
to it.
boiling tundra grass.
One complaint I have about Icewind Dale is the lack of reputation increasing. The game, they never implemented it. Your reputation is exactly what it starts as. And
That's all there is
the
to
only
it.
way it can go is down, right? So playing as evil in this game is much more difficult than playing as good, right? Because I have an average reputation, so no one's going to make me spend more money at their shop. But if I'm evil, I've got like 8, 9 reputation. Everything's more expensive. And there's nothing you can do about it.
will smash your face.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's
That's
fix
all there is
it.
to it.
I get things. I go make it better
That's all
now.
there is to it.
Pretty sure Garrick's still evil though. Oh well. Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Go back to Kuldahar. So there's a few things we can do in Kuldahar. That quest is for a ranger is one of them. I think actually we can do that quest if for
All
anybody.
there is to it.
Alright.
Although don't quote me on that.
That's all there is to it.
Another quest that we can do
That's all there is to it.
is,
Alright.
and more importantly,
That's all there is to
is
it.
a lot more experience. Is here in the evening
That's
shade.
all there is to it.
Alright.
We gotta talk to a townsperson.
That's all
Can
there
I
is to
talk
it.
to you, please? Thank you. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna talk to this townsperson, and we're gonna ask him if there's any churches. And we're a cleric ranger, so we're a good alignment. And that means that we can proselytize to them and try to get them so they go to church, and we'll get experience for it. Now, there's Aldwin. Aldwin is the half that owns this inn, owns in air quotes for reasons that will become
That's
clear
all there is to it.
in short order. We
That's
grab
all there is
that.
to it.
Aldwin is an asshole, so I don't feel bad about taking this
That's all there is
stuff
to it.
because he has Edon's legacy ring. To the people of Kuldahar, should evening fall upon me, this inscription reads, and my life be no more, I leave the evening shade to you. Please care for her as I did Edon last in the line of Kylon. So,
Alright.
that guy's name is not Edon, and so he shouldn't be owning this inn. People of Kuldahar should be owning the inn.
Alright.
Not sure how that would work, but we're gonna ask him who he is, and yeah, we're gonna. What we can do here is we can either get discount rates, or what we can do is we can get the highest quality for free, and we're gonna get the highest quality for free, alright? Because you know
Alright.
we're not that good, right? We're just chaotic good here, chat. We're not that good.
Alright.
That's all there.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Alright. Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Alright.
Now, we've pretty much done all the quests here that we can, I believe.
Alright.
That's all
So
there
we're
is
going to
to
go
it.
here. We're going to find this guy named
Right.
Mirek.
That's all there is to it.
And Mirek tells us that the Vale is filled with Yetis, and he's being chased. Now, these Tundra Yetis are serious business. They are a real problem if you are a melee class.
Alright.
Even with fighter levels, these guys are a real problem. They hit like trucks. And Hold Person doesn't do anything against them, so I might want to change my spells up here in a bit. Call Lightning does, however. Call Lightning does plenty, but these guys hit hard. I think it's a 1d12 plus strength bonuses.
Alright.
Fortunately, their AI is kind of bad. And what's really bad about their AI is that if they lose sight of you, they just stop moving. So you can exploit that to get them separated. And in
This
fact,
is where the fun starts.
that's kind of what I recommend doing as a fighter. Some people will say, oh, you should just kill them, and eventually you will have to, but they drop these nice pelts.
Alright.
So, where I was going with that was to say, first of all, get rid of these Hold Persons, because there really aren't going to be we're not going to be fighting any people for quite a while. Yetis don't count as animals, I believe. I think they're monstrous humanoids, so they'd be monsters. Yeah, I'd rather do wyverns and carrion crawlers. So what we want to do then here is we could just get some more draw upon Holy Mites. I think we grab a bark skin. Warhammer's pretty nice, but we don't have proficiency points in it.
Alright.
So what I was saying about the Yetis here is there's two things you can do. You can either just suck it up
Alright.
and fight them both and kill them.
Alright.
Ooh, I think we also need to get a... We need free action here.
That's all there is to it.
We don't need free action, but we should have free action. Ooh, we also need find traps. Oh, but I don't want to get rid of... I'll drop a Call Lightning for find traps. Where are you, find traps? I thought you were a 3rd level spell. Am I wrong? Are you a 2nd level spell or you're a 2nd level spell? Okay, so we'll actually drop ours in for find traps. We'll have 2 find traps up just because find traps is pretty necessary, honestly. Moonblade is really interesting. Really interesting, actually. But the problem is that the bonus doesn't apply. That +4 bonus doesn't apply to the attack rolls. It's just treating it as that for the purposes of what it can hit.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, so getting back to the Yetis.
That's all there is to it.
In my opinion, what you want to do is you want to separate the Yetis. Alright? And so what I like to do is I like to kite one up here, and then you can drop the aggro by just getting around the statue, and then lead the other one down into here, and then you just kite him around, or kite him around this. It's probably better, because they're pretty dangerous, and they can really interfere with you if you gotta
Alright.
run back and forth between Kuldahar and the Veil of Shadows. So here's Conlon. Conlon's the blacksmith, but his son, he's kind of down in the nose. Ooh, actually, I was wrong about that. I should sell this to Girth. He'll buy Yeti pelts, but they depreciate really fast, so we have to pick the right time. Buying plate mail is an interesting idea, and I'm kind of tempted to do it, honestly, to deal with the slashing damage. We do get a free suit of plate mail at the end, but it's probably just honestly just better to buy right now. So, yeah, he's got a lot of magic items for sale, magic armor, magic weapons. This is a really good one. Unfortunately, only halflings, dwarves, and gnomes can wear it, but it's really, really good because you can just haste that unit and permanently haste them. Not permanently, but as much as you can. Here is the Love of Black Bess. 10% of all hits cause the target to lose 4 points of luck. Losing 4 points of luck is like worse than being blinded. Alright? So that's it's a +3 mace, less than 7,000 gold. Way, way, way better than anything else here. Alright? Everything else here is pretty much crap. Look at this, a +3 flail. So it literally does not even any more damage than the mace. And it doesn't have an ability, and it costs almost 5 times as much. More than 5 times as much, actually. Lucky Scimitar is another really good item that Conlon sells. It's probably the second best item. But the thing about Lucky Scimitar is there's 2 kinds of luck. There's luck that's just kind of like, this is how much luck you get. And then there's luck that's like, we're stacking luck. So if you have equipped abilities and then you cast luck on yourself, they don't add, alright? So it's not a bad weapon, right? +1 luck is pretty significant. Ammo belt. Yeah, we're grabbing an ammo belt. The reason why is because we can afford it, and we want to actually get as much money as possible.
Alright.
And so we're just going to jam all the ammunition we find in that belt, even though we can't actually use any of it. So, okay, mistake here, minor inefficiency. We gotta go back to Girth, selling the Stoutward. I underestimated how generous Girth was. Never do that again, chat. Don't ever underestimate Girth.
That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
Right.
May I see what you will pay for my Stoutward? 600 gold. You're the best price in town. The name's Conlon. Yeah, so Conlon's depressed, and the reason he's depressed is because his child is missing, his son is missing. Unfortunately, we won't find him in the Vale, but we will find him in Chapter 2. Getting to Chapter 2 is kind of obnoxious. If you think that we're going to get back to Kuldahar and we're going to go right to Chapter 2, which is actually a pretty cool chapter. I really like Chapter 2. Chapter 2 is like when the game really starts to take
That's all
off.
there is to it.
You know,
That's all there
it's
is
not bad before Chapter 2. In fact, the
That's all
Vale of Shadows is an area that I,
Alright.
gain a lot of appreciation for, new
That's all there
appreciation
is
for
to
every
it.
time I play this
Right.
game. But Chapter 2, Dragon's Eye, is when things really start to accelerate. Yeah, so this is Oswald, and we just want to buy his potions. So, we just want to start off and just get 3 potions of invisibility, because those are lifesavers. Potions of freedom, not bad, but I mean, we can just cast freedom, so we don't need to spend money on that. We'll get plenty of mummy's tea, and pretty much everything else here is good, but it's really too expensive for us, and we just want to kind of save up. I don't give a damn about that splint mail. Actually,
That's all there is to it.
we're gonna sell it to Conlon.
Alright.
That's all there is to it.
Alright, so that's pretty much it for Kuldahar. I'm pretty sure we've cleared everything. We can go into the Root Cellar Tavern. There's actually some content in the Root
That's all
Cellar
there is to
Tavern.
it.
Look how cheap he is. Screw
That's
you,
all there is
Conlon.
to it.
Alright.
Yeah, so if we go in the Root Cellar
That's all
Tavern,
there is to it.
we'll get a nice little bit of color at this point. And basically one of the barmaids there is the boss of Chapter 1. And if we kill her, we have to kill her. And then come back to the Root Cellar Tavern and tell the... excuse me, I got the hiccups. And tell her boss, tell the barkeeper, the innkeeper, or the tavern keep, he will give us a pretty nice cloak that she left behind. She's a priestess of Oril. Oril is the ice goddess.
Alright.
And then here's the temple of Ilmater. Ilmater is like kind of the main, most plot-relevant god. D&D is full of lots of different gods. Ilmater's the most plot-relevant one. And then this is Yolder's house. So this leads, they don't actually
All right.
That's all there is to it.
But this is Yoldair.
The vision is why I have this. I can
He will lead us to the to the expansion.
what he does now. You must come to Engoro.
But we're not going there yet. We can't. We're not high enough level.
That's all there is to it.
Can forestall the war.
That's all there is to
The
it.
hiccups. Yeah, so a Yeti ate his brother,
All right.
and we're gonna go retrieve the amulet. Oh man, I got the hiccups. That's not fun. You know, I think, chat, that I'm gonna call it here. I think this is a good stopping point. We made it to Kuldahar. And call it for this video. So anyways, I'd like to thank you for watching. Again, as always, I really appreciate your support. It means everything to me. Just know that there are people that enjoy my videos and this content and support me in being able to make more of it. So please drop a like the video if you do, and drop a subscribe as well. I really appreciate it. And if you want to say something in the chat, leave a comment, right? And anyways, I will see you all next time for episode 3 when we go into the Vale of Shadows with Bob Ross, the Cleric Ranger.